We need to get Chaperone in the ring is what we need to do. She wore like a lucha mask one time. She had some wrestling gear on. Like, she looked good. We got to get her in the ring. Hello everybody, this is CM Punk and I'm here to discuss the 10 essential items that I cannot live without. Can I live without my wedding ring? You would think yes, but the honest answer is absolutely not. No, there's obviously, my wedding band represents a union between myself and my wife. The only time my ring would be off is when I was training. So if my ring was off, that meant my mouthpiece was in. If my mouthpiece was in, it meant my ring was off. I would take my ring off, I would put it in the mouthpiece case, so I always knew where it was, so I never lost it. There's been situations where people will be like, well, I'll hold on to it, and then I just can't. The feeling I get thinking that I can't trust this person with this 100% solidifies the fact that I cannot live without this. I mean, we can piggyback off that. This bracelet, you can see it's got my dog, Larry, and my wife initials on it, Chicago Stars. This was gifted to me by a fan, a lovely young lady named Victoria. When I leave my wife and my dog, I always bring this with me because it helps me mentally stay connected to them. We, as entertainers, can't do what we are able to do without the fans. And it's just, I was kind of moved by it, that somebody would take the time to recognize our jobs in the grand scheme of things is cool, but it's still rough being away from family and stuff. So we do sacrifice to entertain the fans, and I thought it was a sweet gesture. This is going to be a big theme in the 10 things that I cannot live without is my wife and my dog. So I'm a big fan of my wife and my dog. This is my best friend. I brought this, he's on a little cute bubble card because he actually has his own action figure, but I'm gonna open it. It's kind of like an unboxing, if you will. This little man, look at him. Look how beautiful he is. It says on the back here that he weighs 3,000 pounds, and I can attest to the 100% validity of that because I have to pick him up and put him in the bed most nights. He crash landed on Earth. He's been frozen in the Arctic ice for over 100,000 years. If you're a fan of John Carpenter's The Thing, you understand the reference. We rescued Larry from the largest no-kill shelter in the Chicagoland area, Paws. So this special little guy is my best friend. He goes everywhere with me unless I have to get there via plane. He does not like to fly unless it's private. Larry is also named after Larry Talbot from the Universal Monster movie, The Wolfman. Obviously, he has a striking likeness to Larry Talbot. He's a beautiful little man. This is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Legendary Hall of Fame Canadian wrestler Bret Hart. He travels in my fanny pack with me because I often will find myself in situations where I ask myself, well, what would Harley Race do? What would Bret Hart do? So this is just kind of like a little totem of my old school roots. This is, Bret's a mentor of mine. I can text him right now and ask him what he thinks of, what's going on in the world of politics or hockey or pro wrestling, and I feel fortunate that I'm able to do that. I carry a mouthpiece with me in case I can train jiu-jitsu or any other kind of discipline of MMA while I'm on the road. Doesn't happen a lot, but I do wear my mouthpiece every day because I am a terrible grinder. I grind my teeth when I sleep. I sleep with this thing in. It's a ghastly sight. The reoccurring theme of a lot of these, it says Ape and Larry on those with the Chicago flag, which is the 3 loves of my life, my wife, my dog, and my city. Also, just a little bonus, earplugs. This is like my sleep kit. I don't think I can attempt to get a good night's sleep if I don't have earplugs or my mouth guard in, because I feel like I'll shatter what teeth I have left by grinding in my sleep. Chicago Blackhawks. Red's my favorite color. Blackhawks, obviously my favorite hockey team, original 6 NHL team. This is just another anchor to my city of Chicago. People like to represent where they're from, sports teams and all that other stuff. No, this is my team. So when I get a little bit homesick, I'm always the guy that's just constantly repping Chicago, and I try to hide as much as I can when I'm in public, so a hat is kind of necessary. Yes, the obnoxious red hat that everyone's gonna see and go, oh wait, yeah, hey, that's CM Punk. But if my hair doesn't look as pretty as it does right now, I'm normally wearing a hat. I used to famously wear a Cubs hat everywhere I went, and then people started wearing that Cubs hat and dressing like me, and it kind of freaked me out, so I switched over to the Red Blackhawks hat. Reminds me of home. I like to try to balance all the bullshit electronics and screens I have to deal with on a daily basis and get old school and read. It's important to read. It's not necessarily The Shining that is essential, but I always have a book on me. Shining is actually a book I've never read before, so I'm tackling that one. I'm like 226 pages in. Can't wait to see how it ends. So far, it's great. So far, I like, because I'm fascinated with the Kubrick movie and, you know, the Stephen King book and the sequel, Dr. Sleep. I thought Mike Flanagan did such a beautiful job kind of creating a sequel to not only the book, but the movie. So I'm just going back and reading the source material. Horror's my genre when it comes to movies, books, everything. Like I named my dog after the Wolfman. So yeah, horror to me is probably my favorite genre of movie. A lot of people like to make fun of me because I still have an iPod, but the reason I have an iPod is because I have stuff on here that I just can't transfer to anything else. It's not available on Spotify or Apple Music or anything like that. If I didn't have this, a lot of the stuff would be lost to time. Headphones are obviously essential. If you see me in public and I have my headphones on, that's like a big do not talk to me sign. Do not disturb. It doesn't work. That's the only thing. I used to wear the obnoxious giant headphones because in my mind I thought this will deter people. This is a do not disturb sign for my person, and it just absolutely does not work, to the point where I've had people come and actually take the headphones off my ear. But these work great, and they fit in your pocket. If I have downtime, if I'm warming up, I will be listening to like some Doechii and some Chappell Roan. Gotta try to stay with the times. Keeps me young. Coffee is 100% a necessity. It's gotta be one of the first things that is in my hand to start the day. And C4 is normally a pre-match ritual. Do I need them? Are they essential? Do I feel a whole hell of a lot better if I'm caffeinated? Yes. It makes me less grumpy, don't want to be crabby. We work long, crazy days. Like today, my day started so early and I'm gonna wind up wrestling later, so I need the caffeine to boost me through. And Spindrift is, I used to drink a lot of soda. I'm the idiot with a Pepsi tattoo, mind you. I don't drink soft drinks anymore. It's been a decade plus, but Spindrift I'm a huge fan of. This is not a commercial. They do not pay me. I am not an ambassador. I just love this stuff. It's carbonated water. It's just water and fruit. Can't beat it. I have too many bags. When I travel, these are essential. They come with me, carrying things that I need like deodorant. This is a battery for my phone or my iPod. This is my gym bag, so what's essential about this is heart rate monitor. Because if I don't have my heart rate monitor on and record my workout, and my weird brain somehow have convinced myself that the workout didn't count, it didn't happen. Not necessarily counting macros, but a lot of the times I will keep the heart rate monitor on for duration or number of calories burned. Like if I'm shooting for a workout where I burn 1,000 calories, the only way to be able to monitor that is with my heart rate monitor. The watch also helps with that. I got the watch because I wasn't able to put my heart rate monitor on when I had my torn tricep and I was in a brace. I couldn't bend my arm enough to wrap it around. So this stuff is 100% necessary. This is bands for warming up in the gym. I got more straps for when my grip fails and I'm doing heavy shrugs or rows or whatnot. It's like my utility belt when I'm at the gym. I'm not a shoe guy. I say that as I can tell you that I probably have way too many pairs of Hokas sitting at my front door in my house. Look at these beautiful things. Look at these. All black. Normally I like the colors. I got some lemonade Hokas. I got some bright pink ones. But I have a pair for everyday travel. I have a pair that are strictly for walking. I have a pair that are strictly for hiking. I have a pair that's strictly for treadmill work. I have a pair that I just wear to walk to the gym when I'm at home. Hokas I found are just great everyday shoe, but also if you're a runner, they're kind of a godsend. I feel like it's like walking on a cloud. And again, I am not a brand ambassador. These are just 100% a necessity. And if you watch me on television, you'll see I've kind of dabbled in the world of like Jordans and stuff like that, but that's mostly just because I don't want to wear the same old beat up pair of shoes on TV every week. Kind of got to spice it up. So there's a little bit of a fashion edge to it, but these are the most functional, comfortable shoes that I've ever worn in my entire life. Not only do they look great, they're functional. Like this is for working out and walking through airports and running from crazy people. All right, everybody, that's CM Punk's 10 essential things that he cannot live without. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I made you laugh. Maybe I made you cry. But if I didn't, there's still time.